We need to knock this seal out. I'm just going to hold it in my lap, put a screwdriver on the inside of the seal, not the housing, and tap it out with a hammer. Not strong enough. Need to put silicone in this corner and this corner, because I'm not going to take this back off. For a little corner dollop. It's probably fine. A little corner dollop. Probably too much. Wheel. Now we'll put this on here, kind of. Get this started. Let's get it started. It maybe. I know what to do. The wrong thing. If it works, it works. Take our seal installer, alignment tool thingy. Those are good. That's on there nice. No gaps around it. And we'll torque down the rest of these. And then we'll drive the seal in. These also go to 18 pound-feet. So we're already set up. Now the new seal. Put that on there. Probably use a block of wood so I don't scar this up. Block of wood. Keep your thumb right in the middle. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere. But now we can start putting the heads on. to put the heads on. Where did I put the gaskets? Do I need to clean that, or did I already? No, that's pretty okay. I think that is fine. I think therefore it is. That's fine. That's not coming off. That's coming off. That is coming off. Okay, it's not fine. Very gently. Not gonna scar the aluminum. Here they are. Gasket. That dowel is still in the head, so that's not going to stay there. That's fun. There it is with one hand. Easy. Okay. Ooh. Take this off. There we go. Head gasket. Head. Those are in there. The ARP instructions come with the torque procedures for these. So we're going to go based off of that. These washers have a machined side, and this side's smooth. Smooth side goes to the bolt, and the machine side goes onto the cylinder head. And you got to use this stuff. So this is the sequence and the instructions here on the first pass. You do bolts 1 through 10 to 25 pound-feet. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you do the second sequence to 50, third sequence to 80, and then on the last sequence, you do these last 5 bolts up here, which are the small ones, to 25 foot-pounds. We got 25 first. That's 1. 2. This is 3. 4's over here. 5's above it. And 6 is down here. 7 is next to that. 8 is over here. 9. 10. I'm going to do that again to 50 pound-feet. And the third sequence is to 80. All right, now the little ones on this side will go to 25. And you just go from inside to outside. Actually, this one first. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I laid out all of my push rods and rockers like this. So this is the front of the engine. This is cylinder 1. Now I can make sure everything goes back exactly where it came out. I'm going to get these a little bit lubricated. And the spreadsheet says the rocker arms go to 22 pound-feet. All right, this one's back at the top, so we'll torque it down now. Gotta get a little preload on the rest of these so I can see when they're moving. I'm watching for this one now. All right. That one just came all the way to the top. These are both at the top. This side's good. Now we're going to move to the other side, do the same thing. I've got all these installed and torqued down. This is the one that had the lot of play. So it's got no more up and down play. If it moves left to right, that's fine. When it moves left to right like that, that just means that that valve is fully closed. And that valve is fully closed. As soon as there's pressure on it, like this one, the valve is open, or there's some pressure on that spring, so it's not going to move at all. Closed, 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 closed. Very nice 2-piece cylinder heads. Now this will cover the cylinder. All the coil packs mount here. And there's another piece that sits on top of this to hide the coils. That's the part that hides the coils. Spark plug wires can come through here. And that's where the wiring harness connects to the rest of the wiring harness. These are made by Speed Engineering. It's like putting a puzzle together. And the valve cover bolts go to 106 inch-pounds. It's looking pretty okay. And I just broke this sensor. Wah, wah, wah. I gotta order that now. Oh, it's probably time for a new one. Well, I was gonna paint all this hardware black, but underneath all this grease and grime, it's a nice silver. And I think if I paint all this black, it's gonna be too much black on here. So I'm gonna keep these and the accessories cleaned up in silver, and I'll just polish these up a little bit. I want to keep as much contaminants out of the engine as I can, so I shove some mostly clean rags down into the lungs of this beast. That'll work fine. Yeah, so I got the AC compressor bracket put on, cleaned it up. I was going to polish it, but I just decided that eventually I'm going to upgrade all of the pulley system to something shiny, stainless steel, something that looks cool. This is the engine coolant temperature sensor that I broke. I ordered that, and whatever the fuck that is, that's back on now. I gotta get to bed because I have to work tomorrow, but when I come back out tomorrow, we're gonna put the crank pulley on and do the rear main seal, and then start putting the engine back in the car. I went ahead and figured out how to install these new head covers, valve covers. So I got the coil packs in here, and they come out the bottom. Wiring harness comes out on this side. Once I have it in the car, if there's room, I might put this inside here to hide it. But I gotta wait until I get it in there and see where everything's gonna line up. Looks nice. So when I come back out, I'll make a video on installing this side. That way you can kind of see how to do it. Welcome back. It's the next day. I have the harmonic balancer on. I didn't record that because I don't have the special tool. So I did it the barbaric kind of way. I used the factory bolt. I flipped it around, put this on there the best I could. Tapped that a couple times until it went off far enough that I could catch a couple threads with the factory bolt. Then I gave it all the beans I could with the impact to drive it in there. And now that we're here, what you're supposed to do is torque this to 250 pound-feet, which I can't do that because my torque wrench only goes up to 150. So I'm just going to put it on best I can with this, and then take the original bolt out, put the new one in, and we'll go over the torque sequence for that. I just took a breaker bar, I shoved it through the harmonic balancer so it would catch on that, and then it's catching on the AC bracket. So we're going to try to get it to the most that I can right now is 150 pound-feet. I hope this engine stand doesn't break. I'll be very sad. Okay. That's 150, and that's the most that I can do with this. I'm gonna take, so when you're putting it on with the 250 pound-feet, essentially what you're doing is making sure that it's seated all the way. That's actually 240 pound-feet. Like all the installation pass. So it's not going to stay at that torque. But that's just to make sure it's fully seated. I can't do that because I don't have a big enough torque wrench. So got it on the best that I can. It looks like it's seated all the way back. And I'll take my belt, put it on here, pull it straight up. It's on that wear. So I'm pretty confident that having it right here, I'm not going to slip my belt or anything. I think it's on all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and torque it down how it's supposed to be. I wouldn't recommend installing it the way that I did, but I didn't feel like waiting for the tool. And I think that's the only tool for the LS that I don't have, the only special tool. Let's see if the impact's got enough balls to get this thing off of here. Probably not. It does indeed. This is trash now. Get the new one wherever the hell I put that. I'm not going to use a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm happy with that. It's just a little extra security, so I don't have to worry about this harmonic balancer flying off and doing some damage. Didn't go in as smooth as you want it to. Smooth enough. See how long it lasts. So the actual torque spec is going to be, where's it at? 37 pound-feet plus 140 degrees. So if this is 0 degrees, this is 180 degrees. 140 degrees is about right here. So I'm just going to go best guess here. Get her set to 35. All the internal stuff I'm way more precise on. And that bolt was kind of hard going in. You don't want that. There might still be some gunk and shit left in there. I didn't clean the threads out. Clean that stuff out. Don't do that the way that I did. It's got a car show coming up and I'm kind of in a hurry to get it done, but not that much in a hurry that I want to fuck something up, which I could have with this. If it could have stripped out the threads inside the crankshaft, which would have been bad. I didn't take the time to clean it all out, but it'll be fine. All right. Well, if I use the breaker bar to spin it, I'm not going to have anything to... I can spin it like this. That's fine. That's okay. It's fine. I don't like to use torque wrenches for this. That's probably about, I don't know, 30 degrees. One more. Okay, I'm happy with that. Good enough for the government I work for. So this engine stand and this cherry picker don't mate up together. So eventually I'm going to modify the engine stand to make it a center T-post so it'll slide in here. I'll have to set the engine down and readjust it because I'll need it to be angled a little bit, so I'll need it on this second circle. And right now, I can probably only, I might be able to get it on the middle. Yep. Got it on the middle. I'm just going to have to lift the whole thing up though. Take it all for a ride. This is going to be a little sketchy. Will that spin? No, I just think the engine will turn. That's fine. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's going to turn. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted it to do. Let's see, what size does that fit like? It's a 19. Or is it a 17? 17. I'll take these off and the 50,000 bolts that are, or washers that I put on it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to put these in here. It's a good spot. It's fine. 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 It's All right. Rear main seal time. It's fine. I didn't put these two bottom ones back in yet. So we don't have to worry about taking those out. Just take all these out. I think I have ARP hardware for these two. Whoopsie daisy. Am I strong enough? I am. How about that? How about that? Oh, look at that. It's a camshaft. Take a couple of mostly clean rags and stuff them in here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Use that one to clean that up. Scotch Brite. Scotch Brite. A little bit of rust on there. That's really all I'm trying to knock off. Just want to make sure the seal can seal properly. It's got a silicone's little junction right here where the three pieces meet. Because I did have a leak back here, and I guarantee that's what it was from. Siliconing, siliconing. Probably good right there. Siliconing. I'm good with that. Good with that. And you put this on there and smoosh it into the silicone. All right, we'll leave this loose, and then we'll take the tool that we just dropped on the ground. So the plate's loose. It moves, I promise. Get this put in here. So this fits perfectly around the rear of the crank, and then perfectly inside this right here. So once we cinch these down, we'll know that this is perfectly centered and ready for that seal. I know it. And I think these ones are 8 millimeters. So I gotta find that. And I know these go, I think, to 106 inch-pounds. God knows what those go to. Yeah, both of these set. We're gonna get this set. You don't have to rush it. Silicone doesn't dry that fast. That's on there pretty good. Those ones are good. I feel like I should drive these down the rest of the way with the batteries. There is a torque sequence for these, but as long as you go from the center and crisscross outwards, you'll be fine. It's not that serious. All right, everything's torqued. Everything's centered. That pops right off. Now we know this is perfectly centered, so our seal's not going to prematurely wear out. Shouldn't leak. Try to get this started the best we can. And we'll grab this seal installer again. I don't want to smack this with a hammer, so get a piece of wood. Or I could just get a rubber mallet, that's fine too. And seat it on there until it bottoms out. Should be even all the way around. And the rear main seal is done. And these are sealed the right way now. There was definitely no silicone on that. We got the new clutch. I think it's labeled on here somewhere towards engine. Yeah. Flywheel side. It's kind of hard to put it on wrong as long as you're paying attention. The flywheel on. All right, 15 for the first pass. Second pass is 37. Can you see how I got that hooked up? I just connected it to the leg on the cherry picker. Wrap that around there. Works. We're going to take the mostly clean rag, some degreaser on here. You don't want this mating surface to be dirty or greasy. I'm going to wipe off all of the packing grease that they put on it to keep it from tarnishing. And that way the clutch can make good connection with that. This side says flywheel side. So this side goes to the flywheel. I'll actually put this on with the pressure plate, because this dowel goes inside that bearing, and then these splines line these two up. Well, actually, You can just put this on first. So we get the clutch on here. This tool holds it in place. We'll wipe off this other mating surface. And just try not to touch it again. All right, some of these holes have the hole that the bolt goes through plus a little dowel hole. So if you look, there's a dowel hole here, here, here. So you just got to line those up, and then this will slide right on. Hopefully without all of this falling. Because I like my toes how they are. Stay. This is all good. That's still soft. These could come out, so that's set right. Now we have to get the measurement between the teeth for the pressure plate and the throwout bearing on the transmission.